So we're just coming on to our first little one that we left a little while ago. So what we've done, we've stopped. We've never sponged him or anything, because if you look at the trees, there's a little bit of breeze blowing. So there ain't much point in wetting him. He's happy enough. Come over there, darling. I'll get him off of that bad manhole we talked about earlier. We're coming up the middle lane now, so we can get cars up the inside and the outside of him. We'll slow up here and see if we can get caught by steady, baby. See if we can get caught by the lights. That's it, lovely. So we can walk up here now. Hopefully we get a car up the inside, car on the outside. But I have to say, not very busy today down the town. You get town days like that down the town. Like next week, could be Saturday, same day, be very busy, you know. Stand still, baby. You see this one on the inside. So he can't see it, so I'm holding his head. Let it go there. Go on. Up you go, babe. Trot! Same thing applies here. If we can get stopped like that, that's lovely. Oh, baby. Steady. Steady. There's a good baby. Now, if you look at his back leg, he's dropped his hip down. Now, this is a typical thing. I mean, hear this bus, can't hear a thing. Now we start to hear it, and that's the engine in the bus. Go on, up. Trot, mate. Sometimes when we come down, well, it can be any day, as I say. It can be busy, and you don't know why. You know, it's just no real reason. But Saturdays, this roundabout can be chock-a-block, because you've got that big park over there where people go shopping. You've got Tesco's here. You've got Sainsbury's being fed off the same roundabout. So we'll try and make it so we stop here again if we can. This one's hard to judge. So we've got that one right as well. That's good. Oh. Stand still, baby. So when he stands, I want him to stand. I don't want him moving from side to side, obviously. Go on. Get up. Trot. I don't want him moving from side to side because of the motor cars being there, especially having a blind eye. You know, he's got to listen to me, perhaps more so. You know, if he can't see, he can't judge it, can he? So, and he's got no sight at all in the eye. You know, it's real bad. And he's got a film all the way over it. Oh, baby. I don't know, actually. Funny thing, I've never, I never asked really what happened to him, whether it was an accident or what, or some sort of infection. I don't know. I see him just stand there at these lights. Is lovely. Go on. Get on, bud. Trot. Trot. Good boy. So we like to break all our horses. Well, we do break all of them. If you look at any one of them films, you'll see every film now. It's a good thing that's happened. Just have a look at this now. This trace has become disconnected. Can you see? You see it wrapping around and banging around his leg then? But the horse ain't panicking, is it? And that's what I mean by breaking and scalding. All these little bits and pieces we do. You say to me, well, stop now, Baz, and get that sorted. You don't have to. We can bring him over here. The other side of the garage here. Now, that's just come up, wrapped around his legs, pulled him back. This trace is shot right forward, obviously. So he can't pull it evenly. And he's behaving himself. He's taking it all in his stride. And now a lot of horses would kick back. But if they're broke properly, you can see there, it hanging right down, and wrapped itself around its leg, etc. But he also ain't taking any notice, is it? And that's what I mean by training. Putting horse in the shafts or on the pole to make a pair is not really not that odd to do. But to do that, where horse will accept that smashing round its leg, round its hock, you know, when it's already blinkered up. I mean, it's blinkered up so it can't see even with its good eye, can it? Back and decide what's happening or not. So I'm going to stop here now where the road's wide enough. Oh, and reel just, oh, stand still. So what we do is, I know everybody's got their own way of doing things. I'm not saying our way is right, but for us it's right. So on the end of 90% of traces, you've got a ring in which to put a quick release for or whatever you're going to use. Right? So what we do, we add onto that ring a carabiner. And when we take the harness off, we take the carabiner, take the trace off, undo the bridging, and hang the carabiner up on the turrets on their back. It just makes life a lot easier than being round your feet, you know, when they're dangling down. Also, the other thing is, if you roll them up, they can come undone. Horse can stand on them, but just hooked up on there, they're good as gold. They're not a problem. So that's what we've just done. But the carabiner, because you're carrying it with you all the time, it's on both traces. It's not a bad tip. If you want one, a decent one, right? You've got to take a bit of weight. But the carabiner is always with the harness, isn't it? So it's there for anything really. And you know, we don't have any, and I mean this quite genuinely, and this is a very serious thing. We don't have any rubbish harness. So this happens to be Heartland harness, which has got to be around, I should think it's got to be around 18 years old. Let's say 16 definitely, without any question. That's used all the time. We have several sets of it, fit different horses, teams, etc. And that's been good. But when we had it made, they upgraded it to be a little bit heavier than high tech. But that was only for us. Now, come up. We've had high tech, and it's been very, very good. But these traces are that little bit wider, a little bit heavier. The whole structure is made a little bit stronger than the standard heavyweight. But it's been absolutely superb harness. No one could say any different. I mean, you got what I'm saying to you is, people say, oh, I've had my set, but it doesn't matter, because when we have a set of harness that gets used, now we average over 300 mile a week behind horses in the summer. And you say to me, well, that can't be. Well, if you've got, let's just say you've got 8 horses, well, say you've got 10 in, that's easy. Because often we'll run at 10 on crossover times. You know, there's 2 going home, couple coming in, 4 going home, whatever it might be, right? So, obviously, if each horse, they start off doing 2 or 3 mile, yeah, you know, then, but they're all starting at different stages. Then they do 5 or 6, then they do 10, 12, 14 miles, and then they'll do some 14, 16 mile. So that's going out to a town. So to this town here is 7 mile. Well, you've got to get home, there's 14 mile. Well, if you do that with 10 horses, that's 140 mile a day. It doesn't work out like that, but you'd certainly be 100 mile a day. If someone who's only doing a short, they're not fit enough yet to do that distance. Sometimes it'll end up like that they are, but then we'll put them in teams, you know, quite often to get them done, because all they're going out is to learn, see about traffic. We like to put them in a pair at least. A lot of people think we use old cloud all the time. Well, that's not true. Using about 40%. The reason we'll put them in is two reasons with a schoolmaster. Is that he'll take the weight, he'll control the vehicle while they walk along and learn, so they're not really doing any work. So you can go that mile or two further because they're only walking along. They're not being, asked to pull a load of weight, etc. What? So the come on, darling, who's a good baby? So this little cob, well, Afflinger it is. Oh, not Afflinger, Icelandic pony. He just come up that hill there, no trouble at all. And a good worker. I've got to understand what you want, and that's not because he come from Iceland, didn't understand. He's been here a while, but I mean, we've had some horses come from abroad, and of course they don't know anything you're saying. They don't know the routine. They're all a bit different to their routine in the country. They kind of like Holland, keep horses a lot different to what we do in some cases. So anyway, you see him going up there, he's as happy as a lark. That's all I want. I want him to walk out of town, because it's always good if they walk. Walk up, baby. Walk up. All right, mate. It's always good if they walk. Obviously the longer time you're on the road. And they're seeing more, aren't they? Come up there, baby, like that. That's it. Now we got this roundabout and one more. We don't go all the way around the other one. The reason I mention roundabouts, it's the only place really, unless you're on a dual carriageway, where you can get something come up your inside. Well, if you're out and you get something, they've seen it. If they've seen it and dealt with it happily, they'll handle anything, anything at all.